audio? And how do I make my phone chill up here? I guess the question is, A, do we have audio? I don't see any comments. There are the comments. There we go. All right, so the fact that we have audio means that the issue lies with my computer. And that's unfortunate. But I don't live stream through my phone because that's, I don't know, pretty ghetto. William Olmeyer, what's going on? I don't know. I've not used this interface through my phone before. But yeah, but at least you guys can hear me. So cheers to you. Welcome aboard. Hello from Australia. You like sorted? That's good. When's the merch ship? If you're waiting on anything other than sorted merch, it should have shipped already. So hit me up if that's the case. But cheers. Little whistle pig tonight. Whistle pig sending me a barrel, an entire barrel, not a full one, but like a barrel to have in my drinking room at my house. Sorted is great. You're not drinking it. Jesus Christ. You know what? This is my first drink tonight. Just no sorted today. No. The square body in the background of some videos is just a storage car. Whoop. No, we gotta. No, I keep using my mouse. How do I do this? JB says, when is the Dom forwarder versus student driver Corvette race happening? Anytime he wants. I'm shipping my Corvette down to Florida. Had to stop drinking for a bit because of kidney stones. Enjoy some nice scotch for me. Sorry to hear that. I'm shipping my car down. My buddy is renting the Palm Beach International Raceway, which is where we filmed Sorted. So I will be able to sort of bench race directly. I'll be able to bench race directly the East Coast guys. So that's cool. So I'll have my Corvette down there. I mean, Tanner will not be there, but I can put down my own lap times and at least see and maybe accept that Tanner would have driven my car faster than I would have. But we can at least go through and I'll see what my 60 to 150 time is, what my time attack and what my hot laps are. MK says, when do you move into your castle? LOL. Well, I mean, if you look here, these are all moving boxes. So my wife is already packing up. So she's ready to move. The TV that you see behind me over there, that one's probably going to be above my fireplace in my house. I got a, what did I get? The 75-inch, but the 75-inch may be too big after we built up the mantle and everything. Am I going to paint the house myself? It's possible. Favorite part of the new house? I like the basement. I mean, I love my bedroom. My bedroom with the 3-sided fireplace and the badass bathroom is pretty badass. But the drinking room, sauna, steam room downstairs, gym in the basement, that don't have to go anywhere. I wish that was pre-COVID. So I had this thing. I would have been quarantining every day for a long time. What do you think of the Hennessy? Doesn't hope end up like the Tuatara. I don't know. I mean, John's actually done stuff with cars before. So he had his previous hypercar out at Kennedy Space Center, putting down some speed. so I'm sure he's going to give it a go, whether he does what he hopes it'll do or not. That's why we all watch. What's your opinion on where the U.S. domestic market MKIV Supra prices will be in 5 years? I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to predict prices because if I do, I would just buy a bunch of Supras instead of stocks. Did you see Face Portnoy at the restaurant when he filmed? No, I didn't see it. Well, I mean, I may have. I just didn't know who he was. Can't wait for the next episode of Sorted. Me either. Does my new house have a garage? It's got a detached garage. Oh, there we go. It's so funny. Like, here's SC1 says, do you think Sorted got a good amount of views? Like, it's funny how I like, and this is something, I don't know why it gets under my skin, but like, people are watching a show, but then they're also like looking at the view count. You can't judge content by view count because there's so much garbage that's in the algorithm that literally you can put some absolute trash up that nobody should like realistically care about, but it falls in the algorithm. I have had this. I've had where I launch a video, do 150,000 views in the first 12 to 20 hours. And then like, it's like, I can throw up something else after that and it's garbage. I'm like, well, I'll just throw something up. I haven't put up something up in 2 days and it would get the same amount of views, but it was a real crap video. So I think, I mean, at the 300,000 or 400,000 level that the first couple of videos are at, I'm happy where it's at. I'd like everybody to enjoy the show. I want to make sure the sponsors are happy. I want to make sure we do some more seasons of it. But like, I don't know why that is a topic of conversation as to like, you either watch the show, enjoy it, and share it, or you don't. Simple as that. If you don't enjoy the show, don't share it. What's all cabinets you going for? But it's like, I don't know, just looking at the view count and being like, why, like, should I watch this based off of view counts? Weird to me. I'm not going to comment on that one. Would I ever do Cannonball? No, I don't like the entire Cannonball thing. I like the people that do it, like Ed and Alex and Doug, but I don't care about the Cannonball record. I don't know why people do. It's astonishing to me. Let's see. Where'd the comments go? Live chat, super chat. Eric Fox, I commented on your Instagram post. There we go. Adam C says, do you have a video of Ivanka Trump doing coke? It was mentioned in one of the old smoking tire videos. Not that I know of. I don't think so. I don't videotape stuff like that. I wouldn't. Robert, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Like, that's not like the celebrity falling down or something like that. I mean, that's like, my goal is not to do something like that. Just finished a glass of Glenfiddich 18. Nice. Feels weird to just watch someone knowing it's live. I know. Do you still think the Viper ACR is the best looking car you've ever owned? Yeah, it was a good looking car. Can't take that away from it. It just sucked as a car. I'm doing my Route 66 in May from DC to Santa Monica and back. That's a lot of driving. Have I sold my current house yet? No, I'm renting. I'm in an apartment right now. Oh, apartment. 2-bedroom apartment. There's stairs, goes upstairs, so it's like not that tiny, but it's still small. Lovely weather? No, not lovely weather, Robert. It's actually cold. It's like 19 degrees outside. How did you meet Cosmo the mechanic? He used to work at the Lamborghini dealership that I would buy cars from back in like 06. And he was a sales guy over there, and we just met and became friends, and we've sort of hung out since then. SC1, can we get more Shavam content, or has the leprosy taken over? No, Shavam is just boring on camera. Let's see. Hello from Pahrump. Wow, that's hooker capital of wherever you are. Nevada. Do the salt wall. I am. I wish I could do something like your adventure drives. Instantly got hooked on the rally life and would love to help others experience that. I love cars and traveling. Well, that's what adventure drives is. I am doing the salt wall. I just have to figure out if it's the back wall or the side wall that will be the salt. But that woman left me a voicemail. I got to call her back. Finding any strange things in your dumpster at the new house? No, I'm not even looking in the dumpster. I don't look in my own dumpster. Once it goes in the dumpster, then it's out. But can I do an adventure drives in my Buick Enclave? You can do it in whatever the hell you want, bro. I think people confuse adventure drives for like gumball. It's not. You can drive whatever the hell you want. If that's what you enjoy your road trip in, then you bring your Buick Enclave. If you want a Koenigsegg, bring your Koenigsegg. It's completely up to you. Is the Tesla stock price going to keep going up? I really like. I would almost stop investing in the stock market unless the Tesla stock price crashes hard. Like, there's no rational logic for it to go up 30,000% in 6 months. They haven't done anything revolutionary. It's all nonsense. It's a bunch of idiot money in the market. Does Maserati cost more than BMW for maintenance? It depends on the labor rate. What kind of electric sauna heater are you getting? I think it's the red one from Finland, like Finlandia, something like that. Scandinavia. Oh, I keep trying to use my mouse to go through this. I'm not used to this. SC1, thank you for that. Yeah. Finland, I think so. You know what? I can actually use my computer at the same time that I'm talking to you guys now, because I gave up on using my computer for my live stream. So, let me pull up my Amazon. Everything online can make with my cart. I gotta get my door handles. I gotta get my shower head. Stupid stuff. I've got Steamist for the steam shower, for the steam room. It's amazing how much money everything costs. Now you understand why people take loans for houses. Where is it? Where is it? I already bought that. Bought those. Gotta get that. Finlandia. It's Harvia, the FLB 80 sauna heater, 240 volts for a maximum of 425 cubic feet. Adam is asking, any plans to do adventure drives through Liechtenstein? I heard there's a leprosy outbreak there. We've gone through Liechtenstein once or twice. Anytime we go from Germany to Switzerland or Germany to Italy, probably catch a piece of Liechtenstein for a minute. I think it's the A7, runs right through there when you're going from from Germany down into Switzerland. Huracan or Corolla 86, trying to decide. Come on, bro. Don't do that to me. You know the answer. Christopher Baker. Has the Corvette been a good rental for the company so far? It has been. It's got like, I don't know what the mileage is on it now, but it's been solid. I have a pocket full of change right now. But I would have been suited just fine if I kept both C8s. Fellow Robin Weehawken, what up? 2 seasons of Sorted. I want to do 2 other seasons, so seasons 2 and 3 next year. But ultimately, that takes money, and somebody's got to fund it. When do you plan to finish the C5? C5 is done. I may just put the dash back in it just to hold the dash. It makes it look like more of a car, but all it is a placebo at that point in time. Well, $5 help? No. $5 does not go very far in the world of production. Let's see, when did Matt Farah's dad fund Sorted like he did the parking garage? No, we did not take any Father Farah investment for Sorted. That was primarily done by the sponsors that you see, Auto Tempest, Shape Solutions, and H3R Performance. But I wouldn't hate on Matt's dad funding his garage because it's ignorant to pretend like you wouldn't or you wouldn't want to. Like if my dad had the ability to fund one of my businesses and help get it off the ground, I would jump all over that. It's you're asking the guy to like feel guilty. It's like nobody's got a problem with any of the Trumps or Kardashians or anything like that doing well because of who they're related to, but when somebody else is benefiting from the fact that their dad is able to not just give them money. Would you rather, like Matt could have easily gone the way of Dan Bilzerian and just gone and screwed around all day and spent money, and his dad could have put money in a fund for him to generate interest so he could live off of that and live a very Instagrammable life. Instead, the guy went out and made a living, and his dad saw a business idea that Matt came up with that needed funding, and he funded it. I don't see any problems with that. I don't know the relationship there, whether it's a gift, whether he's an owner, and neither do you. So I think it's a little bit ignorant to make statements like that about like it's a negative thing. Like you wouldn't, like if you knew somebody that had money that would fund your business, it's like, oh, that business, that doesn't count because of where he got the money. I mean, it's like saying you went to the bank and borrowed money well, it's not really a good business because he borrowed money from the bank. But yes, that's my thoughts about that. The Car Truth Report, what's up? Business idea, Wendy's flavored ramen noodles. I don't know, I'm not feeling that so much. How's Dream House coming along? It is cranking along. Square body we talked about. But yeah, so my $500 my $1,000 Mercedes just took a I had to pick up, if you look at my Instagram stories, I had to pick up scaffolding, and I bought it on Facebook Marketplace to save $50. Like, see, same scaffolding at Lowe's was like $250 after tax. Home Depot was $199 after tax. Same scaffolding. Saw it on Facebook Marketplace. Guy wanted $200. I'm like, come on, man. They sell it for $200 at the store, or $220. So Offered him 100. He's like, no, no way, no way, no less than 150. I'm like, well, 150 at the time was still $100 off the 250, and it was close enough. And then so it was $50 off the other one. But I went down there and I thought I could fit it in my car, and ultimately I did, but it was not easy to get it in there. Edgar G35, just because you're blunt and badass. Keep up the great content. Thanks, brother. Like there's people that think about what they say, and those people are, I don't know, those people are far, like, you're not really enjoying yourself, or even like, you don't really have an opinion if you're worried about what somebody else is going to think of your opinion. And then you formulate your opinion based off of the audience listening to it. This is my opinion. Whether it's right or wrong, that's my thought. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you want to hear. I'm just going to tell you what my thoughts are. You can either agree with it, disagree with it. Doesn't really matter to me. Do they feel awkward beating on other people's cars and sorted, or are people okay with it? See, it's funny, like, you say that. If you show up to a show like sorted, or like when somebody shows up to like a Matt one take, how does it feel awkward, or why should it feel awkward that he is driving the car? We're not like drifting, we're not like blowing through sets of tires or anything like that. You're giving me a car and telling me that it's like it's a car that I've built that anyone can drive. And then I've got zero remorse, or zero. I don't feel bad about driving anyone's cars on that show. I actually really look forward to it, and I really enjoy the different cars and the fact that people went through so much effort, and you can sort of see the people's personality through, or even the stuff that they're willing to be okay with versus not okay with in their specific builds. How's the flooring coming along in the house? Oh, look at that. Revelation Flooring Group TV. Dorby. Robert Dorby's here. Flooring is in my house, and the flooring guys punctured my my radiant. So now I got to find the leaks. I found one of the leaks by cranking the pressure up and just like giving the old ear test. But that is not something you want to do. Now I'll shut down individual loops and make sure that it holds pressure so that I've identified all leaks. What would you spend 5 mil of daddy's money on? My dad doesn't have 5 mil. Doesn't even come close. So I wouldn't spend any of my dad's money. Why do you buy a new Range Rover? Sorry. How's playing contractor working? It's going well. I'm almost done with the house. What's your advice for a young entrepreneur? Sorry, the comments are zipping away. So when I start reading your comment, it disappears. I feel bad. Advice for a young entrepreneur regarding family and business, family life balance. So if am I the richest of my siblings? Yes. If you go and everybody's got a different work-life balance, but if you're sitting there trying to forge ahead and it's not working and you're neglecting your family, that's one thing, in my opinion. But if you're out there making money and that allows for your family to do and have things, you got to obviously make time for your family, but you have to, you got to find that happy medium, because you never want to look back on life and say, like, I didn't make enough time for my family, or I didn't give all my job opportunities the attention that they needed. So it comes down to the point where if you're so successful in business, you got to learn to delegate and get other people in there. That's what I'm doing next year. Once I'm done funding my house, because that was a huge expense, I'm going to hire some people around so I can get like full-time editor and also like a good executive assistant. So I can get a lot done with a good executive assistant. A lot more done, at least. I got 2 other businesses I want to start. Adam C says, is Amelia Hartford as good looking IRL as on camera? I think she's a pleasant person to look at. I wouldn't, it depends on your interpretation of what you think she looks like. I think Matt looks better on camera than he does. I'm just kidding. Like, nobody asks about the girls. Nobody asks about the dudes. But yes, I think I like I think of Amelia slightly more like a sister than I do as you guys would as you drool over her while she's on camera. But I think she's a very pretty girl. Plans with the garage at the house. Did I buy Airbnb stock? I did. I bought at 145 and then 150. And then I did not. So I was putting a certain amount of money in. I put about 75% of it at the open at 142 or 145. I don't know. I didn't. I was gonna average down a little bit when it went down to $1.25, but I'm gonna still hang tight and see what happens. No, we did not put a subfloor on the heated floor. That was not part of the plan. And even so, like when they're driving nails through it, they would have put a nail through the subfloor and then through the tubing. Let's see. What would I import from Japan? Yeah, it would be an R34. How's Hertz stock going? I don't know. I haven't paid attention to it. What does an executive assistant do? That's an excellent question. There's a personal assistant, an executive assistant. So a personal assistant is something that you would think about more as somebody that helps you out with your daily life. They'll go pick your kids up from school. They'll run mail. They'll do like any task that you really need done. They'll go to the store if you need something at the store. They'll take care of dry cleaning, like the traditional stuff. They also help in business, but they're more of like a life assistant. An executive assistant is more along the lines of like a Pepper Potts that handles business matters. They're probably twice as expensive as a personal assistant. It requires somebody with a particular skill set and not just somebody who happens to have time that can go run around and do errands for you. Somebody that intercepts stuff before it even makes it to my desk and knows how I would respond or what I would do to something and getting it done and just saying, hey, by the way, this came in, I got it done. And I remember the best executive assistant I had, her name was Kimber. And I remember almost like going from being so busy that I couldn't like think to having so much free time. Was like, oh, all right, you've gotten that taken care of. What do I do now? I'm not used to this feeling. I remember that, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. So. Talk about how that one subcontractor played you. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I've had experiences with a couple of them. How many points did you acquire on your license in the super speeders days? I've never pointed out. When I say pointed out, I've never gotten enough points to suspend my license. I always got close, and then it sort of worked its way down. I think in Jersey it was like 11 out of 12. I'm rolling in late. You painting the house yourself or wisely hiring a painter? Salt wall, yes. Climbing wall, no. So I'm not doing the climbing wall. Excuse me. The salt wall, yes. And painting my house, probably partly. So they're just finishing up the trim. I just had to get scaffolding now. You should have done glue down engineered wood floor, not nail down on the heated floor underneath. Yeah, I brought that up about even having a floating floor, but the guy says, and you can nail down a floor as long as you don't nail it where the freaking radiant loops are, and like most of the radiant runs are like this, so you nail in between. It's when you're like nailing and like you're not thinking, and you're nailing on a U where you could potentially go through it. Otherwise, I'm like, skip over it. Let's see. Shark Tank. I don't even know. 24. Is the inspector giving me a problem? No, the inspector's very fair. He comes in. What do I think of the COVID vaccine? It makes people feel better, which is good. Just pay someone $15 an hour. You pay somebody $15 an hour, you get a $15 an hour quality person. Wow, my neck skin is wobbly. Or maybe, oh, there you go, when I do the old person thing, I can see that because that's what happens when you get old. I put in lights behind the salt wall. Yes, sorted is awesome. Can't wait. Thank you. Thank you. SEMA 2021 happening. I don't know. If it does, I'll be there. A best sports car under $4,000. I have no idea. $4,000 is not a big price point. But I mean, it's just, I mean, you're looking for something that needs work. You're not going to find a sports car under $4,000 that isn't going to turn into a $10,000 project. But I mean, you're close. You can get a $8,000, $10,000 C5. I think it's a great starting point. Rob, how big are you? Ask your mom. What other YouTubers will they do? Sorted with? Sorry, I'm skimming through these questions and seeing anything. Yeah, you got audio because I'm on my phone. See, not on my computer. Yeah, believe it or not, the flooring guys have to pull up the floor to fix a leak. But the one leak that I found was legitimately the last board installed. So and then there was also a bag of beer bottles in my garbage can. So I guess these guys started drinking while they were working. BRZ Wankel swap? Yeah, whatever. I'm not a fan of the BRZ, and I mean, you can throw a Wankel in it. Best, blah, blah, blah. Never drink by yourself. I know, so I drink with you guys. But I'm not gonna lie, I'll drink without you guys sometimes. How much was the snowplow? How much for the snowplow Miata under 4K? No, I sold it for like $4 grand, $3 or $4 grand, but I paid $4 grand for it. That stupid thing. I gotta figure out, and I don't know what's wrong with the my YouTube stream. Can we see your garage? Yeah, I've got. We'll get there. I'm just, I got in my background here stuff that I'm buying on YouTube or on Amazon. Ooh, scent infuser. I'm gonna do in my steam room. I'm gonna do. I still have my NSX. I'm gonna do a aroma thing. I want to do a whole house scent infuser. So like, you know, when you walk into like a Vegas casino, it smells refreshing and nice. I think that would be nice to have. Let's see here. Make sure I get all these thoughts on BRZ soft Wankel. If I miss any of your questions, guys, I apologize. As far as the paid questions, that is not done intentionally. No, I didn't find out dump trash in my yard. Thoughts on the new Corvette? Solid. But that Nick Papagiorgio in the background. What do I do for a living? Wow. That's a deep question. I ask myself that every day. You know, yeah. So getting the house done, that's good. The floor is done. The trim is going to be done soon. I mean, we're building out custom benches, custom closets, custom everything. The tile work is almost all done. When the tile work is done, then I could start painting. I didn't want to start painting until we got done with all the dust in the house. And the trim and the tile create a lot of dust. Um, my New Jersey attitude is shot. Yeah, it is. What is the meaning of life? Well, that's an excellent question. The meaning of life is enjoying yourself or finding enjoyment without ruining anyone else's, or at least without intentionally ruining everyone else's. Treat everybody nicely and enjoy yourself. And let other people enjoy their life how they want to. We don't really do that very well. Net worth. You know what's funny? I was talking to somebody about my net worth when I first figured out what a net worth was. Um, and it was like, oh yeah, I've got a net worth. I drive a Corvette. And I was like 22, 23 at the time. And I was like, well, a Corvette's a lease. Now, if you start doing the math and everything like that, I probably don't have very much equity in it at all. No trust funds, no retirement accounts, no stock accounts, no anything. And then I was like, I got baseball cards. I got my my sporting equipment. I've got this. I've got that. And you start adding it up, and you're like, all right, none of this is really worth anything. Like it's worth pennies on the dollar on the resale. And I saw I've got my little change jar next to the bed, and I was like, that's my net worth. My net worth is inside that jar right now. Like if I had to cash out and leave somewhere, um, that would be that jar of money was what I was worth at the time, and that was probably like $200. So I went from a net worth of $200 to more than $200, but still not as much as you probably think. Because everyone loves to be like $20 million. Oh, I saw it on the internet, and that's all ignorant. And because I also don't consider net worth until I sell a business. I don't consider it as being. I don't consider it yes, there's a value there, but I don't value my business. My business is worth $10 million, so I'm worth $10 million. I hate that. You're not worth $10 million. Sell your business, then you're worth $10 million. But maybe you'll sell it for 8. Maybe you sell it for 20. I don't know. But what is it? 10:48. I gotta go do some work. Welcome to my Friday night. Whoop, where do we go? We got questions here. Luke says, why didn't you teach Gigi to drive manual? Who's Gigi? Gigi. Yeah, I don't know. I would have taught Gigi to drive manual if I knew who that was. Plans for more big YouTube collabs like with Auto Tempest? Yep, I'd love to keep doing them. Am I an entrepreneur? I would say so. I like to think of an entrepreneur as somebody who is able to do something and create jobs for people. Cody says, I seem severely depressed. Yeah. Your mom stopped calling me, and it really got me down. Where am I originally from? Dumont, New Jersey. So, let's see. I'm going to give you guys 6 more minutes, and then I'm going to get some work done. No whistle pig tonight? Yeah, come on, bro. Are you using Zipboard? No, I know everybody's into Zipboard right now. I used OSB and Tyvek. Why is the Christmas tree shorter than me? So the Christmas tree is. I was gonna get a tree. My wife wanted to get a tree for the new house, and that's got a 9-foot ceiling. And then she went to the Christmas tree store, and I'm like, look, we're not going to be in the house. Like, if we get in there, it's going to be like Christmas, maybe after Christmas, and like spend all this money on the tree, which is going to get covered in construction dust and everything like that. The tree's like a decent tree was like $600. I was like, let's not do that. And then it turns out the tree store sells the same trees for like 60% off the day after Christmas. So I told my wife we would just get a small tree for the apartment, and I figured that we would just go buy we'd go buy a cheap tree, like one of those like throwaway like uh, real trees, and she just was like, "Oh, let's buy this one," and it was like $300. I was like, "Ah," but she's like, "Yeah, we'll have multiple trees at our house," so we plan on using it over and over again. What is the work I'm doing? And I got to go review a draft of the next episode of Sorted. Um, Cyrus says Sorted is amazing. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Cyrus. But I've got a corporate gig I'm doing now for a client that I've got to get back to. Do I play any sports? Not really so much anymore, but I'm pretty good at all sports. No, I never make it down the shore. My shore would be Miami Beach. Where did it go? Sporting wise, hockey, golf were my favorites. And then like baseball, I was pretty good at. I was pitcher in baseball, or they put me at third base because I had an arm, so I could throw people out. Favorite NFL team, probably the Jets if I had to pick. But they're getting their asses kicked, and I'm betting against them every week, and it's turned out to be a pretty good play. But I've like screwed up betting like a couple of times this year, and I've taken stuff that should be a win and turned it into a big L. Where would I be right now without super speeders? I'd probably be an attorney, or something like investment banker. Will I make another DVD? No. 430 or first gen Lambo. I would go with probably a 430. Yes, I bet on the last Jets game, and I clicked the wrong freaking team. I took the Jets at 18.5 down when I meant to take the Seahawks are going to win by over 18.5. And yeah, I got crushed. Let's see, what was that? Favorite Ford? I don't know. My favorite Ford would be a Ford GT, an 0506 Ford GT. Montana plates cannot be transferred from vehicle to vehicle, unfortunately. Rob, can you get Tanner Fox to lap your car? I don't know how good of a driver Tanner Fox is. If you're thinking about Tanner Faust, then yes, I don't mind Tanner driving my car. Love the channel. Bought a 2011 Cali because of you. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying your Ferrari. I'm glad I got this notification earlier. My lady is really happy. I took a break from rehabbing my house. I was working myself to death. Ended up admitted in the hospital for high blood pressure Tuesday. Well, chill out, grab a drink. I don't know, doctor's orders, and you will enjoy it. I saw Matt sniff the seat after Amelia got up. Yeah, I don't quite think it works like that. But what's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for joining me. It's 45 minutes. I think that was enough to say what's up. I appreciate all the feedback on Sorted. Send it to your friends. Post it on your pages. Let's get that out there, because the more views it gets, the better it is for future seasons. And it will help keep it free and prevent it from going behind a paywall. Because I'm sure the show will live on. It's just whether or not it gets picked up like a Motor Trend Netflix or something where you have to watch, and you can watch for free, or if you're going to have to pay for a subscription to be able to enjoy it. So, thanks for everything. Keep it up. Thank you, Kevin. All right, guys, I wish you a good night. Enjoy your time, enjoy your drinks, enjoy the content, and I will catch you next Friday, whether it's through my phone or if I can get my computer fixed. Either way, I'll see you. Next Friday's Christmas, isn't it? I don't know. I got to look at the calendar, but it's coming up. It's either Christmas Eve or Christmas. So maybe it'll be Thursday. Maybe it'll be Christmas Eve. Who the hell knows? I will see you guys next time, and I thank you for joining me. Scoop up some Whistlebig if you haven't tried it. Other than that, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye. How do I stop this one? Nope. Rotate device. Nope. I don't know how to end this.